Hello and welcome to this Monday stream. Bleh, I hate Mondays. But we're playing Bowser Jr., so it's not all too bad. We're not even playing today. I don't even know if I'll get around to playing games today. We're going to be making a matchup chart. Woo! Let me play some Lemmy. I honestly should probably play a little bit of Lemmy. A little bit, just as a treat. Yeah, and this is not the last day of Bowser Jr. Tomorrow will be the last day of Bowser Jr. And actually, I need to be asking the patrons what their characters are going to be. So, while we're here, I'm just going to quickly ping the $10 patrons in the chat. I only believe we have 3 right now, though. So, you know what? Jude Myers, I think you might be the 4th person to add a character to the poll. It's your lucky day. Let me add who we are. So it's Scuba-Doo, Ruby-Roo. Who else? Who's the 3rd one? Why do I forget? Hello, Era Angel, Hypers, Jude. Just gotta figure out who's who in the poll. B3? What's B3 mean? It's Scuba-Doo, Ruby-Roo. I always remember those two because they rhyme. Is it Wordy-Wordy? Is he the other one? I believe it's Wordy-Wordy. Yeah, okay. God's most Mega Man. Accident. Okay, I see. Alright, well, I'm gonna be pinging the patrons, to see who they want to add to the thing. And, thank you for joining the Patreon, Jude Myers. I'm gonna be adding you to this poll as well. While I have only 3 $10 patrons, one randomly chosen $5 patron gets chosen, and you're the lucky patron for the day. Moonhaunts is mine. I did remember that, Jude. Well, I'm not gonna forget a new patron being added to the server that quickly. I hope not. Anyways, so with that, let's get into the fun part of this stream. The tier list. Alright. We're gonna be keeping it pretty simple today. It's just gonna be, the way I used to do it in the past. I stopped doing these because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I did so many in a row that I burned out on making matchup charts. It was that bad. But for the juniors, we gotta get all 8 of them up here. Roy, Wendy, Iggy, Morton, Lemmy, Ludwig, and Larry. I actually remember all their names. Promise Scuba I'd vote Greninja. Oh, yeah. Maybe today is the day I rank the juniors. Is that the information I'm gonna leak today? Sephiroth matchup is absolute buns. We'll get there, and like I'll talk about the matchups that I do have experience in, because truthfully I haven't done everyone. We'll make this one just... How does that look when I do it? Looks bland and boring. Okay. The way I like to organize my tier list is simple. +1, or +2, +1, even, -1, and -2. I don't feel like you really need to do more than that. That covers most of your use cases. And generally speaking, gets the job done. sneak peek, maybe I will reveal who my favorite Bowser Jr. is today. Koopaling, I should say. You know what? We'll make it a little bit more fun. We're gonna choose my character randomly that I have to start with. So, Sheik. Let's talk about the Sheik matchup with the Bowser Jr. Alright, we already got 3 characters chosen for the poll so far. Greninja, Ganondorf, Game & Watch. So, we'll have to wait and see. Hello, Pumpkin, say hi to stream. You mind if I put in my 2 cents for this? Let me rank the character first, and then you can put in your 2 cents. Because I want to have my opinion on the matchup first before I let anyone else say what they want to say. So that way I can, like, at least have those thoughts on record. But yeah. He is a cute kitty. I love my pumpkin. Alright, so let's start with Sheik. So, Sheik is, she's gonna be a neutral monster, obviously. She's gonna be really obnoxious to fight. But I don't think she kills Junior. Like, I think she's gonna really struggle to kill Junior, because his recovery's pretty solid, unless he gets needled out of up B, which, R.I.P. Junior. And I think that his overall game plan works well enough into... Oh. Great, that's stealthier. Okay, I gotta... What are you doing, Pumpkin? Let me first get rid of this. There we go. Okay. Or what I actually could do. That way you guys know which character I'm talking about. Do we hate this? Did it even show up? Oh my god. Pumpkin. No, okay. He hit the space bar. It doesn't even show up. What the heck? Alright, we're just gonna get rid of it. Because it only shows up when it's on the screen like this. Alright. So I think Sheik is gonna severely struggle in the matchup, personally. Just because, like, yeah, she can out-neutral me in every sense of the word, but she's not going to be able to kill Bowser Jr., and I think that matters a lot. So, I'm going to say Sheik is +1. Now I'd like to hear your thoughts. While you're doing that, I'm going to try to adjust my webcam settings, that way the green screen looks a little better, because I am glowing right now. Yeah, he kind of just tanks her moves. Yeah, I'm not super shocked by that. I'm still kind of distorted, but whatever. Hi, Wordy! Wordy, I have asked you in the Discord who you want to add to the poll, and once we have your character, then, we can set up a mock poll today. But the actual poll will start tomorrow. Getting cheese sucks, but the matchup doesn't feel that bad. I agree with +1. Cool. I don't play Bowser Jr., but I put it in even. I wouldn't hate putting it in even either. Like, Sheik is a solid character at, like, controlling neutral and stuff. And if the Sheik plays really annoying, I could see it actually being a really tough matchup, because Needles are going to go over Mecha Koopa, and if she just plays hard to hit, if she's going in and trying to hit Bowser Jr., she's going to lose. If she's playing Timeout, that's going to be awful. Super Fighting Robot for Mega Man! Alright, we got it. So it's Greninja, Ganondorf, Game & Watch, and Mega Man. Alright. I will be putting up the official poll tomorrow, but you know what? We'll do a little poll in the YouTube chat just for fun. Just because I can. Gotta figure out where I can do it. They changed the way the YouTube Studio layout is, and I'm still trying to figure out... Ooh. We're not exiting the stream. Yeah, no, they changed a lot of settings in the back end, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Add stream marker. You can add stream markers? Wait a minute, I can clip my own streams now, chat! It's not even a clip, it just is a marker, so that way I can go back and find what I'm looking for. Okay, well that's a game changer. How do I do a poll? Participants, moderation, activity, time steps, reactions, send feedback. Engage with audience, there we go. We're gonna do... Who do you want for January? Gonna be Ganondorf, Mega Man, Game and Watch, and Greninja. There you go. Have fun with the poll, chat. Since you didn't play ARMS, can you play Marvel vs. Capcom 2? I would actually like to play Marvel vs. Capcom in general. I think that is a really sick fighting game series. And I want to play ARMS, I just never got access to a copy of ARMS. But yeah, I think one thing I should mention for this matchup chart that I'm working on is I'm gonna be optimistic towards Bowser Jr. If I were making the Sheik matchup chart, I would be optimistic towards Sheik, I'd say. And I would probably put Sheik in even, or Bowser Jr. in even versus Sheik. But since I'm playing Bowser Jr., I'm going to be optimistic and say it's +1. So, that's my take on it. Dark Samus was who we rolled over here, so let's get started with Samus. I'm not going to vote my own, I'll vote one of the other three. I mean, up to you. What I will say, Jude, is in the Discord, there's a channel called Poll, right? And if you have access to that channel, your votes in that channel are worth 10 points instead of just 1 point. So you're incentivized to vote for your main there. The poll that we have going on right now, it does not matter. This is just for fun. This is just for fun. The actual votes matter in the Discord, on YouTube, it's specifically on my community page, and on Twitter. So, there you go. Cool. Samus, I feel, is going to be a much more annoying matchup. Charge Shot forces Junior to approach more, but, I mean, approaching isn't the worst thing for Junior, because, like, if they're doing Charge Shot and you just side B into them, it's not terrible. Her anti-airs are going to be pretty good against you. That's probably, I can be persuaded very easily this voting season. My character is done. Hey, I'm happy I had more time to stream this month. I should have been doing more streams for the other characters, and going forward, I hopefully plan to have at least 7 streams a month if possible. Because I feel like I need to give a character actual 7 days and not just a couple of days where I stream them. So I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do better. I don't know. I see Samus being kind of difficult, honestly. I don't think it's bad enough to warrant -2. Charge Shot alone does not make it a -2 matchup. But if they have Charge Shot charged and you try to side B in, you're gonna eat it, and that's not fun. And I think Mecha Koopa blocking Charge Shot is really good for the matchup. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. This is the first year with 12 character crises. Mega Man 12, not a coincidence. I think I've done a little bit more than 12, but you might be right. Pumpkin, don't press the space bar. The keyboard is not for you, kitten. This matchup is terrible. Yeah. I think you can outzone Samus. I don't. Bowser Jr.'s projectiles kind of suck. Mecha Koopa blocking Charge Shot is like the one thing that's keeping me from putting this in a -2. But I feel like Samus anti-air's pretty bad, and anti-air's Bowser Jr. pretty bad. And the ledge trap is really annoying, because like if you try to... Ooh, yeah, if you try to up B past the ledge and get hit by a bomb, I think you just die. What order are you doing these in? This order. So, just random. If people want me to do a specific character, just say it in the chat and I'll do it. Personally, it's a -2 for me. Honestly, I could see it being a -2. Samus is very annoying. But yeah. Add Samus to that one, and let's just go for another one. Yoshi! Alright. I fought a couple of Yoshis as Bowser Jr. And generally speaking, I don't see anything that pushes me towards either character in the matchup. They both have good tools against each other, but none of them feel oppressive against the other character. I don't know, I think this is just a solid, even matchup. I don't really have much to add to it. Like, you can cross up Yoshi so his Nair out of shield doesn't hit you. His edge guarding is pretty good against you, but your ledge trapping is pretty good against him, so 6-7. I don't know. Dude, I can't believe I did that. Yeah. Yoshi, I don't really have much to say. Pretty easy to get up airs, true. Yeah, that's also something to consider, is my advantage state against Yoshi is pretty good. Alright, let's just move on. I don't need to spend more time than I need to. Falcon! Okay. Captain Falcon, go watch my Falcon video if you haven't already. Now that Christmas 2 is over, I can say I made out with 11 new amiibo plus some cool other stuff. Very good holiday season for me. You made out with your amiibos? That's kind of weird, man. Nah, good for you, man. I'm glad that you got more amiibos. Probably throw eggs off stage to hit up B, maybe, but I wouldn't try. It would be really hard to aim that, honestly. Bowser Jr. is not going to let you get that on them very easily. Is Junior tier ordered? Not yet, but after I make the matchup chart, I'll be ordering them. So you guys will get to see who my favorite Koopalings are today. Captain Falcon, though. He's got a good advantage state against Junior. Junior is a nice, round shape, and Falcon likes fighting round characters. I mean, King K. Rool is one of his best matchups for that reason. And he's heavy, easy to combo, very easy to land knees on Bowser Jr. as part of it. And Junior has a lot of laggy moves, too, like Mecha Koopa. Like, if you catch a Junior throwing out Mecha Koopa, you can just Nair 1 knee them. Stomp is really good against him, too. And the burst speed that Junior gets from side B matters a lot less against Falcon than it does against other characters. That being said, I don't think it's a terrible matchup for Junior. Like, you get comboed pretty hard, but Falcon dies pretty easily as well. Like, I'm leaning more towards -1 and even. It's like in between these two. So I'm gonna start with even though, and I'm yeah. You think it's even too? Yeah. Okay. I think Falcon's gonna be a harder matchup than Yoshi, but not by enough that I feel like I need to push him down here. So yeah, there we go. Min Min. Oh, that's an interesting one. Did I fight any Min Mins when I was playing Junior? I don't know. Another easy matchup to land up air. On Falcon especially, yeah. Put him and Ganon near the same, if not -1. We'll get to Ganon eventually. Actually not terrible. Okay, rude. What do you mean rude? Oh, you're the one who said it. And I'm just. Wait, did I fight your Min Min? Oh, that might have been at the beginning of the month. That feels like an eternity ago. It's quite a hard matchup in my opinion. I can see that. Ram, unless you hit their head, Junior can tank through it. Sorry, Wordy, sorry. Yeah, unless you're hitting Junior's head with Ram, that's, him tanking through it and hitting you for that is gonna be pretty punishing. I could also see it being difficult on an account of, you got a couple of projectiles, but they're like the slow projectiles. So, like, if you reflect them with up smash, you're not really getting much off of it. So, like, throw out a Mecha Koopa and she's forced to shield it or run further into the corner, which I think is pretty good for Junior. So, yeah, actually, I think that's a +1 for Junior. I wasn't expecting to say that, but the more I think about it, yeah, I think Junior likes this matchup. Junior tanks my best neutral tool and easily jumps right into my hardest area to defend from. True, yeah, he covers that 45-degree angle really well. So, I have to agree with you. I'd say it's even. I could see an argument for it being even. If the Min Min's really good at edgeguarding you, and hitting you off stage, then it would become a lot harder. So, yeah. But I want it to be an optimistic Junior chart, so I'm gonna put Min Min in +1. Olimar. Where is this guy? Question, if you side B while a Pikmin is on you, do you pause to hit the Pikmin? I'm pretty sure you do. Which can make this matchup a lot more annoying. Olimar can whistle through your up airs as well, because it's frame 2 super armor. His Pikmin are going to be really annoying for you if he plays just hard to hit. I think Olimar could be a -1, maybe even a -2. I don't remember fighting any Olimars as Junior. So it's hard for me to say for sure. But I think Olimar has really good tools against Bowser Jr. I'm gonna lean towards -1 for now. Especially because I don't know for sure how true Bowser Jr. up airs are. Whether he can whistle through it or not. But he's a small character as well, and so I think that makes it difficult. So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. What are your thoughts, Hypers? And any other juniors, feel free to share your opinion in the chat. As for who's winning the mini poll I set up, Greninja is. Interesting. I think Greninja could be a lot of fun. Let's roll the next character. No idea, don't play very many Olimar. I mean, he's a rare character. I'd say he's good. I'd say, like, I mean, I played Olimar for my series. Of course I think he's good. But yeah, I think this could be a tough matchup for Junior. You can cart through most Pikmin. You can cart through them, but it's gonna slow you down. Do you hit the Pikmin, or do they... Does it, like, put you in hit lag? That's the question I want to figure out. So yeah, I still think Olimar has some very good tools against him. It does slow you down. Yeah, that makes it a lot harder for Junior, in my opinion. Joker! Right off the bat, this character has way too good frame data, and I was so annoyed fighting every single Joker I had to go up against. There was just something about this character that kind of, like, pissed me off. And I think a large part of it was just, like, I just would lose in close quarters every time. Like, I would put out a forward air, and it would just miss him because Joker has insane hurtbox shifting. Up smash would never hit because up smash never hits anyways, but it especially doesn't hit Joker because he's so skinny. His frame data is absurd, and so I was just getting bodied for trying to push buttons around Joker. I don't know. I don't like this matchup as Junior. I think I struggle. I struggled versus Jokers personally. Hello, Cotton Candy Chopsticks. I like the name. Combo food for Joker. That's who. Like, I don't know. That's just my initial impression. I did play a couple of Jokers, and I just did not like this matchup. Especially, you can't throw out Mecha Koopa because he just Arsens it, Rebels guards it, rather. Like, yeah, I don't know. Joker just felt really hard. So, Hypers, I'm curious to see what you think. Me saying -2, I don't know whether you agree or disagree. But we'll move on. Good night and have fun. Mega Man is +1 also. +1 for Junior? You think so? Actually, I can kind of see it. Awful matchup for Junior. Thank you. It is awful. I feel validated. That character sucks. For Junior. I'll probably have fun playing Joker. But that's not one of the options next month. I got other options for next month. But we got Byleth next. And I don't think I fought any Byleths. That being said, Bear seems really good at stopping Junior. He eats through Pellet and Metal Blade. That is very good, actually. Yeah, Fair just covers the... like, if you're side being in as Junior and you do a short hop Fair as a Byleth, that should hit his head, and it should knock him out of side B, which is very good. Byleth's pretty slow, which is going to be a disadvantage in the matchup, but being able to Nair is very good against Junior as well, I'd say. I think Joker is... Well, I'm just thinking of MK Leo now. MK Leo should go Joker into Junior, but if he wanted to go Byleth, it wouldn't be terrible. I hate this matchup. I can see it being bad. Because, like, one of the big things about Junior is that he lives for a long time because he's kind of heavy, but Byleth hits so hard that you'll just die anyways, so I don't know for sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it -1 and call it good there. Ganondorf. Hey, here he is. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna put it in +1 to start, maybe even +2. Just, you are faster than Ganon. Actually, I do want to look this up. +1. I'm leaning more towards +1 than +2, but I do want to check the stats real quick. So if we look up Bowser Jr., and we want run speed, specifically. Because he does outspeed him with side B, that's not even a question. But I want to see where he compares to Ganon here. So 1.76 versus Ganon's 1.87. Is this for initial dash? Yeah, initial dash and then run speed, got it. So Ganon's initial dash is actually better than Junior's, but then Junior is just faster overall, which does matter a lot. Junior does not outrun a lot of characters. He's faster than Wolf? Okay, I am shocked by that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say +1. Ganon can, of course, explode you. That's the whole point of the character. His upper is not a bad tool against you. You just outrange him and combo him to death. Fair is pretty good. Fair is very good, and Ganon is a very easy character to juggle. You're not wrong. And then if you up B off stage versus him, Ganon really struggles against that because he likes to recover low. I could see this being a +2, actually. I don't know, all Ganon has is that he hits you really hard, but since Junior has side B, if he's feeling pressured, he can just run to the other side of the stage. Free edge guards, too. Like, yeah, I can see this being a good matchup for Junior. Hot take. Junior beats Ganondorf. You could choose a bit as Ganon, but you have a point, yeah. Greninja, another character on the poll. Funny that. Who we gonna roll next? Mega Man? Game & Watch? Let's see. Look at this funny frog. Given where I placed Joker, I didn't fight any Greninjas, so I don't know for sure. But given where I placed Joker, I think Greninja is going to be in a pretty similar space, where he's going to be a really annoying character to fight. Although dash attack isn't that good in this matchup, I think. I don't think Greninja is going to rely on dash attack as much as he could. And I think that's a pretty big thing for Greninja. So if you don't have him do dash attacking you, Shuriken's going to be annoying to deal with, but not the worst. Actually, I think I might push him down to -1. I could still see him, like, outframe dataing. Outframe dataing you. I don't know. I could see that being really annoying. It's -1 for me, not that bad. Yeah, like, I think just the fact that his frame data is absurd is the part that makes it difficult. Look at this guy right back here. You're a star, Pumpkin. Hey, kitty. What's up? Okay. Yeah, no, I changed my mind. I was going to start in -2 just because of how much I hated fighting Joker. But the more I think about it, the more I think it's a -1. I'm going to try to change the filter on my webcam again. It's just a little too much. Now I'm glowing again. How do I make this look good? Okay. Affect my lighting there a bit. Or does that make things worse? I think I made things worse. Alright. I don't need to fiddle with that. Whatever. I'm gonna be glowing some green. Or the alternative is I will have some stuff cutting through me. There we go, that's decent. Yeah, no. I think I've changed my mind on Greninja. I think it's a good matchup for Greninja, but not an amazing one. Me, Brawler. Where is this guy? Nair is good. Nair is very good on me, Brawler. And Nair is going to hit your head a lot as Junior. That being said, I don't know how easily he can Thrupper combo you, because you're kind of heavy. If we look at Junior's weight on here, Junior is 108. That's pretty heavy. And if I believe this is how it works, because if you're not hitting Junior's head, you're hitting his body, specifically the clown card, he takes 0.8x knockbacks in damage. And if that's the case, Thrupper should be killing less. But then again, I don't know for sure. I didn't fight any good me brawlers while I was playing Junior. And so I don't know for sure like whether Thrupper is a consistent kill on Junior or not. If it's as consistent as it is against other characters, then yeah, put him here, maybe even put him here. But I don't know for sure. But like if Junior lives Thrupper longer than other characters because of the clown car interaction, I'd be willing to put him here. I'm an open arena in Discord if anyone want to join. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm gonna lean towards -1 just because Brawler frame data good, and Brawler good, and up tilt good, and Thrupper good. But depending on how Clown Car interacts with it, I don't know. Brawler is -1 for me. He still overwhelms you, although his combos are inconsistent on him. Okay, so I was right about Brawler's combos being inconsistent on him. That's interesting. But yeah, you're right. It's still a character with good frame data fighting a character with bad frame data. Because as much as I like Junior, his frame data is not very good. Yink. Let's see. Fire Arrow is gonna be annoying. You just have to think about Fire Arrow in this matchup. Nair isn't gonna kill super early on Junior, fortunately. You gotta deal with his projectile spam, but I mean, you can clown cart through a lot of that, I think. Does Bomb beat Mecha Koopa? I'm sure it does, but it's gonna be a little hard for the Young Link to throw that one out. This one is tough, you say? Yeah, I didn't fight any Young Links, so I can't really say for sure how bad of a matchup it is, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't really think Bomb beating Mecha Koopa matters that much either. But what does matter is Young Link frame data is absurd. And so if Young Link's landing on your shield, doing a lot of stuff, I fight Link and his many forms at my locals. Honestly, I did fight a decent amount of Links, adult Links, and I didn't like the matchup. It wasn't awful, but I would get hit by all the random junk that he's throwing out all the time, and it was really annoying. And I could see Young Link being potentially worse just because his frame data is that much better. So, I think any characters with really good frame data just kind of like dumpster Junior, unfortunately. Most of his projectiles are going to be going for your head. Most of the time you can't cart. Yeah, honestly, I might drop Young Link down here. I don't know for sure, because I never fought any Young Links, but I could see it being an annoying matchup. Bowser. Alright, Papa, where you at? Bowser is... I did fight a Bowser. I fought him in bracket one time. And I believe they switched off of Bowser, because I figured out their habits and figured out how they were playing. And yeah, I think I'm just going to put him in +1. Clown Cart is kind of the key to the matchup. This one is funny. I think so. I thought it was kind of a weird matchup, because, like, Bowser just hits hard, but at the end of the day, you can kind of outmaneuver him and zone him a little. And then combos on him are very good. Very easy to do. Hello, I've been loving the videos. Can't wait for a PT video in the future. Me too! Pokemon Trainer's awesome, but I appreciate you watching the videos, Ninja Hayden. Yeah. Can't jab. Oh yeah, I couldn't jab in the matchup. I totally forgot. He can kill you at 0 at ledge if not careful, but you just smother him. Yeah, you summarized the matchup better than I could have. That is exactly how it felt fighting Bowser. Not being able to jab was actually, like, such a matchup check thing, where it's like, oh no, I'm jabbing and he's gonna F-tilt me in the face because of Tough Guy. Oh no. That was always scary. And then I never got Flame Breathed at ledge, thankfully, because, like, if I tried to up B and got Flame Breathed and died for it, that would suck. You cannot let him get momentum. That is true. That is 100% true. But yeah, any other time during the matchup, though, I felt like I was entirely in control. So, yeah, +1 feels right. Gunner. Oh, I did not fight any Gunners. I can say that with certainty. There they are. Yeah, no, Gunner... It depends on their loadout. I don't know the Mii Gunner loadouts very well. I know Sword Fighter and Brawler because I played those characters, but I haven't played Gunner yet, so I don't know the loadouts very well. Straight off the bat, without knowing anything about the matchup, I'm just going to say it's annoying. I'm going to say it's an annoying matchup, but a doable matchup. And I'm just going to leave it at that and see what chat has to say, because I don't know anything about this matchup. Toon Link. Funnily enough, I think Toon Link is going to be the easiest Link to fight. I don't normally say that. But between the 3 Links, like, I want to put Toon Link in even. Get off the keyboard, you little monster. He is still on the keyboard. As punishment for your crimes, you get to be shown to the camera again. He is orange. It's to be expected that he's going to be a little troublemaker. There he goes. But yeah, I might as well just rank Adult Link while I'm here. I think Adult Link is -1, Young Link is -2, and Toon Link is even. I don't know why I feel that way. I mean, I guess Adult Link Nair is just that good. His Boomerang is better at stopping you than Toon Link's Boomerang. I don't think Toon Link Fair is good enough in the matchup. Bombs are good, but not... Yeah, this is weird. I never rank the Links in the same tier, which is very funny because they're a very similar character fundamentally, but they also play very differently. Yeah, no, I think Toon Link and even, Adult Link and -1, Young Link and -2. Funny how that works out. Let me add Link to this. Lucina. I'm not gonna think very hard about this. I think it's an even matchup. Like, Lucina has good tools against you, like, especially fair off stage, but at the same time, it's not gonna be the easiest time for her to edgeguard you. You can zone her out a little bit with your projectiles. You can be annoying with Clown Car. It just feels even. I don't really have much else to say about the matchup. Like, it's just... She just does her thing, and you do your thing, and it's better player wins. That's how the Lucina matchup goes. I don't really have much else to add. Very basic matchup in that regard. Mr. Game & Watch, another character on the poll, who is not winning the poll. That is not going well for Game & Watch right now. As for the matchup, though, oh, this character's so obnoxious. I hate fighting Game & Watch. As Junior, it's not the worst, truthfully. I wouldn't put him in -2. But I think I would put him in -1. Game & Watch is annoying. He's so stupid. Game & Watch is awful, you say? I never felt like it was awful. I felt it was annoying. It's definitely -1. But I don't know. I fought a good amount of Game & Watches while I was playing Elite Smash, and, like, they were very predictable Game & Watches. I will say that much. The Game & Watches I was fighting were not very good. But, like, you can... Since you get your triple jump with side B, it's a little bit harder for him to up air chain you. Play against him a bunch. He just does what you do, but better. 100 times better. I wouldn't even say that. Like, Game & Watch plays very differently from Junior. I don't know why you're saying that. And I think the big thing about the matchup is that he is light. Like, you just have to explode Game & Watch. You have to hit... Like, Junior can hit hard. Like, you land a good back air, you jab lock into a down smash, you jab him in the corner. Like, Game & Watch dies sub 100 against Junior a lot. So I think you just have to go for hard reads against Game & Watch a lot. and that's what makes a matchup good. Hello, Professor Moron. Welcome to the stream. Ness. Did I fight any Nesses? I'm not sure. No, I did fight Nesses. They were really annoying, and the PK spammers. That's who I fought. Just PK Fire bots. As for actually good Ness players versus Junior, it's a weird matchup to think about. If a Mecha Koopa latches onto Ness, and then Ness down Bs, does he get hit, or does he heal? Or does he get hit and heal? I don't know how that works. I don't think that really changed my opinions on the matchup. Ness has really good combos versus you. That's something you got to be careful about. He's decently easy to edgeguard. You just need to go down there and fair him, and then Junior can usually recover after edgeguarding Ness. Oh, Yo-Yo at ledge. Oh, I forgot about that. If it weren't for Yo-Yo at ledge, I'd say it's even. But Yo-Yo at ledge makes this matchup -1, I swear. That's such an annoying part of the matchup. Because Koopa has a prop-up hit like Can and Gunner's Bomb. Okay. Yeah, no, remembering Yo-Yo at ledge. Like, if it weren't for that, even matchup. But that alone makes it even. I don't know. Someone go test it. Okay. Simon. I guess we'll add Richter here. Where's our Castlevania people? I think I fought like one Simon. I can't remember super well how it went down. But I believe that this has gotta be at least a +1. They're just so easy to edgeguard. Their zoning is solid, but I don't think it's good enough. I mean, Holy Cross is very good. I can't deny that. Holy Water's pretty good too. But if they're not perfectly spacing their forward airs, I think you just zone break them too easily. Like, you just side B into their space, and what do they do about that? I'm not ready to put them in +2. I don't think it's a +2 matchup. But I do think the Junior doesn't mind fighting them. But I don't know for sure. I did not fight very many Junior Belmonts. Where did you get these character images, and can I get that Link one? This is just a matchup chart I found on Twitter years ago. Here's the link. It's great. I think it's super cute. It's some Japanese artist. Like, yeah, follow this person. Hey, I'm already following them. They follow me? That's huge! Yeah, no, they're just, they follow 3,292 people. Okay, maybe I'm not as cool as I thought. But yeah, they made this whole, matchup chart, and it's super cute. I use it for all my videos just because, like, I love the art on it. Like, they're just a really great artist. Like, how can I not love this? I love the way they look. It's kind of funny and cool. Like, this is just a cute art style. Like, you can't help but love it. Look at that King K. Rool! Look at that dorky guy! No, that's great. Good artist. Base Moo Moo is good. Who were we talking about? Belmonts. Well, I'm done talking about Belmonts, so. Diddy Kong. Okay, I did actually fight a couple Diddy Kongs in bracket. And my experience with this matchup was Diddy Kong can win neutral as much as he wants, but he's not going to kill you. And since he can't kill you, it actually is kind of a tough matchup for Diddy Kong. Banana doesn't really stop you in a lot of situations, I felt. Like, I never felt worried about Banana. Granted, I don't think I fought any Diddy Kongs that really made me sweat. But like, at the end of the day, like, I don't know, your burst movement is on par with his, because side B is a good movement tool compared to his side B. Edge guarding him's a little tough just because he's really good at that. His frame data is good. You always gotta be afraid of the characters have good frame data. So I think I'll put him in -1. But I really didn't mind fighting Diddy Kong, and I want to put him in even, actually. I really didn't hate fighting this matchup that much. It could have been much worse, but I don't know, it just didn't feel that bad. Which is kind of surprising me. I think very highly of Diddy Kong, so to put him in even is kind of a weird thing for me. Bayonetta. The Witch. She definitely combos you. She definitely gets a lot on her combos versus you, because you're just a very easy character to combo. But if she doesn't kill you off the top or side, like, you do recover back to the stage pretty freely. And if she tries to heal slide while you're side B'ing, you win that trade. Bayo is rough. I could see it being rough. I feel like that's slightly losing because of Witch Time. Yeah, if they Witch Time you while you're side B'ing, that's pretty bad. You can't really use projectiles around her because of Witch Time. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I could see it being a pretty bad matchup. I don't think I fought any Bayos while I was playing Junior. I do have a Bayo player in my region who I play against a lot. Shoutouts to Gerudo Navi. Yeah, I think the only thing that, like, Junior likes in this matchup is if they heal slide and you side B, you win. But if they do an aerial side B, like the downwards variant, the down-angled one, that just hits your head, and then they start a combo. And then Witch Time not letting you use Mecha Koopa at all is really annoying. Yeah, I can see it being tough. Pikachu. Look at you, Pikachu. Right off the bat, I don't feel like it's terrible. I think this match was fine. I'm not gonna put in +1 or +2. I don't think it's a good matchup for Junior. I do think that Pika probably combos you pretty well. They're not gonna edge guard you very easily, fortunately. I don't know. I think I'll just put him in -1 and call it a day. Pikachu low profiles your Nair out of shield. Yeah, Pika's gonna pancake, and that's gonna be annoying, because you just can't punish them for hitting your shield, because up smash ain't gonna work either, because that move sucks. That is my main takeaway from playing Bowser Jr., is that their up smash sucks, and it just does not work half the time. I hate it here. But yeah, I don't think it's bad enough for me to say -2. -1 feels right for me. Bowser Jr. You don't need to rank this one. Wolf. I'm gonna fight a couple of wolves. Laser does stop your side B, and that is annoying. Shine's okay. I think Bowser Jr. is a -2. Have ye no faith? Surely it's a +2. Depends on who you ask. Also, like, what's the matchup of the Koopalings, huh? Should I rank the Koopalings now or at the end? I'll do it at the end. Does Morton beat Bowser Jr.? The hard questions to ask in this day and age. Wolf does combo Junior pretty well. Nair's very good. Laser stopping side B is actually really tough. I'm gonna put Wolf at -1. When Junior does get a hit on Wolf, it feels good. You got very good combos versus Wolf, but getting in versus Wolf is really hard, and I think he hits you as hard back too. So -1 for Wolf feels right. Peach and Daisy. Let's get these girlies up here. Peach is kind of slow, and that plays to Junior's advantage pretty well, but she can just float over Mecha Koopa. She can even float over your side B and down air you for it, and then punish you for it, and so that's pretty good. Turnip camping is going to be really tough to deal with, and if the Peach plays obnoxiously and just float camps you the entire time, Fair is good to beat that. Junior's Fair is a solid move in the matchup, I'd say. You're not going to get a ton off of upper combos. Pretty sure she can Toad your side B. I'm going to just say -1. I don't think it's an awful matchup for Junior, but I don't think it's an easy one. I think you have to work harder. Man, I didn't realize how many -1s I'd be giving Junior. Surely Junior has more winning matchups, right? Like, I did well with Junior, I thought. Brawler in -1? That's kind of how I feel. That's a clear -2. The question I had, Apple, was how does Thrupper interact with killing Junior off the top? And does it specifically interact with his clown car mechanic, where he takes 0.8x knockback? Because if he takes less knockback and doesn't die off of Thrupper very much, then yeah. But, like, honestly, I don't hate putting him here. Brawler's pretty good. Junior Uber dies. Oh boy. Also, what moveset does Brawler have? I'm just assuming Thrupper, Feint Jump, either Burning Dropkick or Suplex, and then Shot Put, probably. If he does the counterplay and SDI's down to survive, he gets hit only in the head and dies earlier. Okay, yeah. That was the, like, if you scroll back to the Brawler section, that was just what I was asking the entire time, was how does up B work with Brawler, with Junior, but yeah, no, that doesn't sound good for Junior. Yeah, good to see you, Apple. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with moving Brawler down here. Like, this is the tier for characters that out-frame data you or have some, like, specific stuff against you. Yeah, poor Junior. I felt like he has a better matchup chart, but then I'm putting it together and I'm like, actually, it kind of sucks. We'll see, though. We'll see. Marth. I mean, I'll probably just put him where Lucina is. Like, yeah, don't really have anything else to add to that. I don't know how Junior can have losing matchups when he has no weaknesses. You're so right! I'm gonna scroll back to see the link. Be right back. Yeah, links were an interesting one to rank. Any set of Krieg Ito will answer this. That's not fair to Ito. That's Krieg. I lose to Krieg too. Although, funnily enough, my Luigi has a game win versus his Roy. Or their Roy. The Link is in -1? Yeah, I put Link in -1 because, like, his projectiles are really annoying. And his sword is long-ranged, and that kind of made it hard. Banger. Yeah, my Luigi kind of broken, it turns out. Let's see what we get next, though. Terry? I hate this character. I did fight a very good Terry in an online bracket recently. I think her tag was like Apollo or something. Apparently they have like set wins versus Spargo. Offline set wins, might I add. And yeah, no, I was just getting 0 to death left and right. It was really bad. That being said, I think it's just a -1 matchup. I think Terry has a very good combo game versus Junior, but also I felt like I was making mistakes in my disadvantage and was just getting called out for like my jumps and was exploding for it. If you're playing, like, near the end of my set versus that Terry main, I felt like I was starting to understand a little bit more what needed to be done. But even then, like, I don't know, Terry just hits really hard, and you are very easy to combo. So, yeah, just a -1. -1 sounds good. Man, does Junior just lose all the matchups? What does he win? Does he beat Incineroar? He might beat Incineroar. He wins this one. I am inclined to agree. I'm inclined to agree that he wins this matchup. But so does everyone. Yeah, but the thing about Incin is, like, he can lose every matchup and still win the game, because it's just deal 70 and won a Alolan Whip. Yeah, I do think Junior wins this matchup, though. Like, even if he revenges a Mecha Koopa, and then you come in with a side B, you get more punish off of that. Yeah, you just gotta play really annoying against Incin. If you're playing the matchup right, you shouldn't lose. But you make one mistake and you die. That's fighting Incin in a nutshell, though. Robin! Another slow character, but this one's got better tools at fighting Junior, I think. Gut says even. I think Arcfire is decent at stopping Junior from side being in. I feel like it's a hard loss for Incineroar. You want me to put him in +2? I think Incin is a very good character. Or I think he's a solid character. Let me rephrase that. And I think that you can never underestimate an Incin. You will die for it. I think Robin being able to, like, Levin forward air, that's going to stop a lot of Junior's approaches. I think that what's it called? It's not Arcfire. It's L Thunder is really good against Junior as well, especially the second charge. That's going to stop you from doing a lot of your things. I think Robin wins in, like, the anti-airs. Like, Robin wins when you're closer to them. Kind of. This is making me want to put Robin in -1, actually. But they're just so slow. They're just so slow that you get to dictate the neutral. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it in even. Donkey Kong. I'm leaning towards +1 here. I think that Junior hits DK really hard. Your up airs just go forever against DK. And side B is very good. If you're playing Junior right in this matchup, you need to make it very hard for DK to like hit you, or especially grab you. That being said, back air good. DK back air good. But I think overall Junior has more tools to beat DK than DK has to beat Junior. DK can still hit you hard. You just gotta make sure you don't get hit. And I think Junior is actually pretty solid at not getting hit when he wants to. If you're like trying to forward air him and he back airs though, you're gonna lose that. So that's something you gotta keep in mind. I feel like Bowser Jr. would be exceptionally good against the heavies aside from maybe DDD. Out of everyone in this tier, DK is the closest one to being in +2, and I might just put him there, just to say that, like, if you play the matchup correctly and don't get grabbed, it should be a winning matchup for Junior. So I don't hate putting DK in +2. I think that Revenge and Ensign just being able to murder you in a single interaction is the only thing keeping him in +1. Maybe I do move him up here. I don't know. I think Ensign forward air is better at stopping Junior than DK forward air too, and I think that matters. I don't know. Hit. Where are you? Nair is probably decent against Junior. I think that Ensign is +2 for Junior, and you say DK is even? Why you say DK is even? I want you to elaborate on that, because I'm willing to put him back down here. I might put... honestly, you can just kind of run circles around Ensign. So I might be willing to put him up here for that reason. He can cheese you very easily. He does that to everyone, though. I can kind of see it, though. I can kind of see it. His back air is insane for snuffing out Cart. It just covers all the area. And with down B, you can bait Revenge. Yeah, I agree with you, Raphael. I can't see any reason to put DK in even. I mean, DK doesn't really have ways to get on Bowser Jr. I mean, back air is enough. I did fight a couple of DKs, and I would just get back aired, and it was really obnoxious. Back air good. Back air very good. And I did feel like I kind of exploded against DK a lot of the time. So... Pit... I don't know, man. I didn't fight any Pits. I'm just trying to think of, like, how you'd play out the matchup with Pit. I just kind of want to keep him in even. I don't think Pit does insane against Bowser Jr., but I don't think Bowser Jr. does insane against Pit either. I think it's going to be a very slow-paced matchup where you just, like, you just gotta win neutral over and over against him. I don't understand Robin. I think, honestly, I was kind of considering putting Robin down here. The only reason I didn't want to put him down here was because he's slow. And Junior can actually beat the slow characters pretty well. I mean, like, Ganon and Ensign are down here for a reason. But Robin's anti-airs are just so good, man. And he can also just, like, stop you on the ground with neutral B and honestly, Robin's kind of good. I like Robin a lot. I think that character is really solid. So, I don't know. Yeah, I gotta give it up. I think Robin's probably a bad matchup for Junior. Again, just because they're slow, I'm not gonna put them in -2. But yeah, I'm kind of with you, Raphael. It's not easy. Pits are staying in even though. I think the pits are just gonna be like whoever wins neutral more. He is slow, though. He is. Falco. Also, I need a Dark Pit on here real quick. The other species. I mean, Falco's pretty good at... Shine is good. I don't think Falco combos you as hard, though. Like, I think Wolf is gonna combo you harder than Falco. Laser's okay against Junior. It's a pretty good projectile. Pretty sure it stops you from side B'ing. I mean, if Falco does get like an up tilt on you, it's pretty bad. I think it's going to be hard for Falco to get the up tilt, though. I think that's a big thing for Falco, is like, how does he get in? If you're playing Junior right, like, you shouldn't let him ever be in up tilt range. Wolf is a character who can like air drift in and use that to punish you, but I don't think Falco has that. I think Falco is probably worse for Bowser Jr. It could be. I think Wolf is worse, though. I think Wolf has better tools to beat Bowser Jr. than Falco. That's just kind of what my gut's saying. Then again, I didn't really fight any Falcos as Junior. I did fight a couple of Wolves, but I never fought any Falcos, so I don't know for sure. I just feel like if you're playing the matchup correctly, Falco shouldn't be able to get in. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Mewtwo. This character's weird. I don't understand Mewtwo, man. How do I feel about Mewtwo? Shadow Ball's pretty good. He kind of dies early, though. I don't know, man. I really don't know how I feel about the Mewtwo Junior matchup. Hypers, I am going to call in support for this one, because I know you fight Bobiak a lot. What are your thoughts on this matchup? And that Tail Hurt Box? Tail Hurt Box does not matter that much, truthfully. I play a lot of Mewtwo in Melee, and Tail Hurt Box just... It matters sometimes, but it does not make it a big... It's not like the make end all be all of the matchup. It's a +1 for Junior. I can see that. I like Junior hits hard enough that Mewtwo dies. So Mewtwo just can't make mistakes. Can evade his tools pretty easily. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, I don't hate +1 from Mewtwo. Pac-Man. Where is the Paxters? Again, not a character that I don't think that I fought, really. Hydrant seems really annoying, actually. Because you can, like, side B into it, but I don't think you side B past it. That actually might be worth testing. You know what? We might be hopping into testing mode real quick. I gotta see. Through Lemmy today, so I gotta play some Lemmy. And then Pac-Man. Fair is scary though. Mewtwo fair or Pac-Man fair? Wait, how do I get him to side B? I have side control. This adapter sucks. What's going on? Dude, why isn't my adapter working? It's been really finicky lately, and I don't understand why. Like, sometimes it works. Right now, it's not. And it was just working a second ago. Like, did me plugging in the new controller not make it work anymore? I don't understand. There we go. Okay. Weird. So if he down Bs, and I side B into it, I do gotta go through it. Actually, that's a matchup changer. I think for that reason, I'm going to be pretty optimistic towards Junior in the matchup then. It definitely slows you down a bit, but Junior is one of the only characters that can go through Hydrant like that. Mewtwo excels in the mid and long range. If it's anything like the Sonic matchup, then Mewtwo wins the matchup against Junior. Except Mewtwo dies when you hit him. I think that makes it easy for Junior. Yeah, anyways, back to this. Against Pac-Man, dare I say Junior +1 Pac-Man? Dare I say that? Yeah, I don't know about Mewtwo winning against Sonic, truthfully. Bowser Jr. does feel like budget Sonic, though. I'm not gonna lie. He does kind of feel like budget Sonic. I am out of liquid, so I will be back. Just gonna take a quick break. I'm also gonna pee, and then I'll be right back. I'll leave you guys on a cliffhanger, though. The next character I'm gonna be talking about, Isabelle. Nah, I played a Scuba enough to say it's at least a -1. Dude, I wanted to give something. I wanted to give him something. I wanted to give Junior something. Why do you say it's a -1? I'll read your comments when I get back. I won't take too long. I do want to hear why you think Junior loses to Pac-Man, though. Alright, I am back. In the tier list, Mewtwo loses, but every Mewtwo that I see does good against Sonic. I can kind of see that, truthfully. Shallow Ball stops Spin Dash, I think. That's pretty important. Maybe it's more of a player thing. Perhaps. Like Greninja, he loses in theory against Sonic, but the matchup is so grinded that every Greninja knows it. That's how I feel playing Mewtwo in Melee. Sonic, like, he loses to Fox in theory, but I know the matchup better than every Fox I fight, so I actually do pretty decent. Hello, Typhi. I'm doing pretty good. Let me check this group chat. Ooh, my sister just reminded me about Garbage Day. Ooh, that's very helpful. Garbage Day is on Tuesdays, which you would think would help me remember more that I need to take my trash out. But truthfully, it's the opposite, and I always forget. I think that with Mewtwo, it's a similar situation, perhaps. Hypers, you never told me why you think Junior loses to Pack. I'm gonna put him in even for now. Being able to side B through Hydrant is very important, I think. Yeah. Isabelle, that's who we were gonna do next. I realize it's Monday, not even Tuesday. It is. I am entering Coinbox tomorrow. It's on a Tuesday, finally! Coinbox on a Tuesday! Woo! I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm gonna be playing some Ludwig for the Coinbox tomorrow. Why are you attacking my sock? My cat. Isabelle. I did fight a couple of villagers. I didn't fight any Isabelles, though, so, gotta think through this matchup. Hey, speak of the devil, look at him. What do you have to say to the chat, Pumpkin? Type it up in a sec. Been playing games. I figured that was the case. Isabelle versus Junior. I'm guessing if they pocket Mecha Koopa, you don't get another Mecha Koopa. Which honestly doesn't matter that much. Mecha Koopa kind of sucks. Low-key. Slingshot's gonna be a little annoying, but not impossible to deal with. You should just be able to drive over Lloyd Rocket. I'm inclined to say it's +1. Don't really think Isabelle has amazing tools versus Junior. Palu, this is... Did someone say Mewtwo? Yeah, we put him in plus. We give the matchup to Junior. Sorry, Phobiac. But we think Junior beats Mewtwo. To be fair though, that is entirely me just going off of what Phobiac or what Hyper said in the chat, because I did not know where to put Mewtwo, honestly. You agree? Yeah. Moving on to Palu. I don't like this matchup at all. I think Palu dumpsters Junior. Like, ugh. It's even or slight Junior. I can see him being an even, but I think +1 makes sense as well. Palu, on the other hand, oh, this matchup's so annoying. Auto Reticle just stops you in your tracks. Nair is so good against you. Back air and dash attack are both very good as well. Yeah, I did not like this matchup while I was playing Junior. And I thought I'd a fair amount of Palus. It just felt hard. It felt like I had to work so much harder to win. And then you hit her, and it just doesn't feel like you do that much to her, because she just DIs away and then teleports wherever she wants to. I don't know. Didn't like it. Did not like Palu. Yeah, Shadow Ball makes the Sonic matchup better. That is what I was saying as well. Wii Fit Trainer. Oh man, she's a weirdo. Even after maining her, she's still a weirdo. Isabelle is a -2? Really? Like I said, I didn't fight any Isabelles. How does Junior interact with Lloyd Rocket? I thought he would just drive over it. Or drive through it, even. Hold on, I gotta test this now. Back to the lab again. She pockets both projectiles. Yeah, but I said that doesn't matter, because his projectiles suck. Alright, back to the lab. Just don't get hit by pocketed cannon. Easy. Don't throw out cannon. That's a real thing. She can wall you out better than other zoners. She has to space her fair well, I think. Have you seen the footstool Isabelle thing? I don't think I have. What you talking about? Oh, you do get stopped by it! Oh no. Okay. That's bad. That's very bad. Yeah. Easy juggles, fair and bare, overall horrendous. I did fight some really campy villagers, and they were very frustrating to deal with. And seeing that side B gets stopped. Why not jump in side B? You can, but I thought you went over it. I thought you would just be faster than it would come out. Yeah, no. Back to minus one. Alright. Dog dashing. We're gonna check out some dog dashing here. You can use it to extend down B combos and move around in advantage state. What? What happened here? You just footstool them while they're going up there? Oh, that's very funny. This is awesome. That's cool. I like this tech. Oh, was I still on the other screen? Oh, God. I'm sorry, chat. Alright, here's the tech, here's the tech. You just footstool them while you got Lloyd Rocket going on. Phantom footstool them, and so you show up on the top with them. This is very funny. I like this a lot. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? Isabelle in -2, Villager in -1, because I did fight a couple of villagers. I didn't fight any, Isabelles, but I did fight Villager, and I do have to agree that matchup was very annoying. So, yeah, I can see this. Trying to approach while he has Fruit, Hydrant, and Fair and Dare is not fun. I'm still gonna put him in even, but I'm not confident enough to put him in -1 when I think he's got good. When I think Junior has good tools to fight Pac. Wii Fit Soccer Ball is gonna be really annoying. I think that every character that does well against Sonic does well against Junior. True. I think they're very similar characters in that regard. Why did I come to see Mewtwo get violated by Izza? You're gonna... If Mewtwo's on the screen, there's a fair chance that someone's getting violated. It's just flip a coin and you'll figure out who it is. Thank you, Professor Moron. Dude, I don't know how to feel about Wii Fit. I think side B... I think header makes the matchup annoying. I think deep breathing is going to be really tough, because if she hits you, she's going to deal so much damage. I'm going to put Wii Fit in -1. I think Wii Fit has good tools to fight Junior. Sun Salutation especially. I don't think she's as good at fighting Junior as, like, Samus is, but it's kind of similar. Have we ever seen that matchup? Dude, I don't know. Chrom! Chrom, he's our man. He can't do it. No one can. -2 matchup because he sucks. No, I actually don't think Chrom sucks. I think he's pretty good. I have no opinion on Wii Fit. Weird character. Yeah. I don't know how Chrom does. I really don't know how Chrom does. I mean, I guess he can mash on Junior pretty effectively, and I find that when characters can mash on you, it becomes a lot harder as Junior. And he's always jumping in. Like, a jump in Nair is going to beat Mecha Koopa a lot of time. Chrom is probably even for Junior a bit. It might be even. I don't know. If he, like, whiffs a forward air, and you get him with the side B, the Chrom Glaze chance is kind of peak. Chrom even Roy -1. I don't even know that. I don't even know if I agree with that. Like, I'm of the opinion that Chrom and Roy belong in the same tier. Because Roy does what Chrom does slightly differently. And so while I'm here, I'm gonna put Roy and Chrom in the same tier. I think even is fine. Yeah. Chrom's exploitable recovery. They both have exploitable recoveries. Roy is worse. I could see Roy being a little bit worse, but not to the point that I think it's -1. I think if Junior does even into Chrom, he should do even into Roy. Just my take. That's my take. Disagree with me all you want. But I think Chrom and Roy are much closer to each other on the tier list than a lot of people think. DDD. Hey, that's the character I'm working on for my next video. He's such a weird character, man. Gordo kinda sucks, doesn't it? I'm gonna lean towards +1. I mean, if Junior hits DD, DD is just so slow. DD is so slow, man. He's got good range on his attacks, but range doesn't really matter that much against Junior, because this is one of the few heavies Junior hard wins. I have only put heavies in the hard win category. DD is volatile. You stomp him, or he stomps you. Oh, you think it isn't a hard win? I mean, the big thing is that you can't edgeguard DDD, and that's very important for the matchup. But I think Junior hits hard enough that DDD should probably lose. That's what my gut says. +1 for me? Yeah, I think Gordos are enough of a nuisance that you have to respect them. And I think that makes it +1. Sword Fighter. Didn't fight Wardy Sword Fighter. I don't know. I don't feel like Sword Fighter really does anything that crazy in the matchup. Like, he's got a 0 to deaths, of course, but it didn't really feel like that mattered a lot of the time. Shuriken of Light is pretty annoying. Tornado is pretty annoying. Gale Stab is a pretty good move. If me Sword Fighter knows the 0 to death, I can see it being an even matchup. Even or even -1, truthfully. Have you ever been hit by a Sword Fighter 0 to death? I've had people try to go for it on me. I don't know if I don't know. I haven't, but live in fear of it. That's real. Plus Reflector, if they have the Reflector. Not every Sword Fighter runs that Reflector. Although against Junior, I think you'd probably want to run the Reflector, because like you got either that or the stab move, or what's his third down special? Yeah, you got the one that's like Falcon Kick. You got Reflector. I'm blanking on the third one. Didn't I do it to you? I don't know if you were playing Junior though. Oh, you might have hit me with the 0 to death actually. I forgot you have a Sword Fighter as well. Oh, Blade Counter. Oh yeah, that move. That move is janky. That move sucks. It's funny though. It is very funny to get a combo off of Blade Counter. I think I'll just stick him in even for now. If he knows the 0 to deaths and he's like abusing like Gale Strike to command neutral and stuff, I could actually see this being -1. But I'm gonna put it in even. Stop tagging Slippy, chat. I'm playing Ultimate today. Give the Sword Fighters main time. It'll be like the DK and Luigi Renaissance. Are we talking about the Melee DK and Luigi Renaissance? I mean, they kind of have had a renaissance in Ultimate. Let's be real. Luigi was not considered as good as he was at the start of the game as he is now. Like, if you put Luigi above Mario on tier lists back in the day, people would have been shouting at you from the rooftops. But you do that now, and people are like, yeah, that makes sense. Even for now, there's like 3 good sword fighters. I know Susu, I think, is their tag. The sword fighter meta will be booming in 2032. I can see it. Sword fighter's not that bad, guys. That's what I came to the conclusion of. Sword fighter's better than you think. Slightly. Junior wins against Mega Man, he passes the lemons. Yep. That's what Wordy was saying earlier, and I'm going to take Wordy for his word. And, you know, being able to go through Metal Blade and lemons, Mega Man doesn't like that. We'll just leave it at that. I don't really need to go into more detail. Even, not gonna lie. I mean, Mega Man can be really annoying. I don't hate it being even, but I'm gonna put him +1. I'm gonna put him +1. Poyo! I thought a couple of Kirby's. Bit overhyped, but good. It's funny you say that he's overhyped now, because I was just saying he is slightly better than people think, and then Ramble was like, actually, Sword Fighter's broken. Which was very funny, that dynamic to see. Kirby. You're stubby. That kind of matters. Doesn't matter if you can go through his stuff if he just wants some damage anyways, but you're gonna be hitting him harder if you go through... If you, like, side B through lemons and hit him for it, you're gonna be doing way more damage to him. I don't think Kirby has amazing tools in this matchup. I think you just get outran by Junior. I'm actually going to be looking at stats real quick. Run speed. I just want to see how fast Kirby is. We got Junior here. Kirby's a little faster, 1.727 versus 1.566. But side B is pretty fast. How fast is Junior side B? Is it like Sonic speed? Like Little Max speed? Like, what does Junior side B compare to? Do you know that off the top of your head, Hypers? I don't know. I still see it as +1 though. I honestly do too. I feel like that matters a lot. No, sorry. Shame. Wish you knew more. Wish you were smarter. It's okay though. I'm not gonna be too bad. Yeah, no, I mean, when Kirby hits you, they're doing a lot of damage. That's true for everyone, and you can just kind of run around Kirby. I don't know, I could see it being really annoying for Kirby. Having played Kirby and having fought you specifically, Hypers, I remember it being annoying. Kirby just kind of sucks. Low-key. Kirby is just really bad. He is until he hits you, and then he's good. That's Kirby. Mario, on the other hand, I don't know. I think Mario's just perfectly fine and even. He'll combo you. You just don't let him hit you. Fireball doesn't really matter that much in this matchup. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think Mario really does anything too crazy in the matchup. He's good. Like he can definitely blow up Junior. But solid even matchup. Ike. Ooh, that's an interesting one. A beloved swordsman. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about Ike. Oops. Sorry, doing some stuff off screen. I think it's even. With Ike? I could see that, actually. Big sword, good. That was my experience playing Ike. Big sword, good. The rest of the character, bad. But big sword, good. And, yeah, no, it's kind of hard for Junior to edgeguard Ike. Because, side B. Look at Wadara versus Tora. That was a very close set. I did watch that one. Yeah, honestly, even makes sense. Big sword but slow. Sure, but you never get close enough to sword for the slow to matter. So I don't know. I think even makes a lot of sense. Zero Suit Samus. Okay. This is a matchup that I was told is -2. One of Junior's worst matchups. And if they're playing like a campy bitch, yes, it will be your worst matchup. Yeah, honestly, I think Junior loses when people play on an uninteractive. When people are interacting with Junior and are fighting him on Junior's terms, it's not that. Yeah, -1. I did go 1-2 with that one ZSS. It was a very close matchup, so. People don't know the ZSS matchup, not just with Junior, but in general. Having played ZSS, it helped me a lot to learn the ZSS matchup. And the way to fight ZSS is just, you gotta let her push buttons first. You gotta let her do her thing. And then you just gotta catch onto their habits and punish them for that. Because a lot of ZSSs will fall into bad habits because the character just lets you. And then you gotta rely on the fact that their character's inconsistent and just won't work half the time. And if you can do those two things, then you can beat ZSS. Her mobility is a problem. Her mobility is a big problem in the matchup. But I don't think Junior really struggles as much as some people say. Does every CSS start with 0 for you? Practically everyone. It's kind of funny how often that happens. Alright, Discord. What's the notification this time? It's more people pinging the Melee chat! I like melee, but I'm not playing it today. Yeah, no, I think -1 is actually... Like, I had a very close matchup with the ZSS, and... Yeah, no, I don't know. It was like, last hit, last stock, winner makes top 16. And unfortunately, I did not make top 16, but I was very close. So, -1 feels right. Little Mac. I don't think I fought any Little Macs. Oh god, I hate fighting Little Mac. This character gives me so much stress. As Junior... Mecha Koopa is gonna make it hard for him to run around, and I think that's what makes the matchup even. You just gotta have better... You like fighting Little Mac? Oh, you sick weirdo. I don't think it's that bad. Annoying, but in my opinion, it's -1 or -2. Really, I'm getting lots of opinions about Little Mac right now. I do think you're edgeguarding... Oh wait, no, I did fight some Little Macs. Yeah, based off of my Elite Smash Little Macs, I'm leaning towards plus. I mean plus. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you said that, because I was gonna be putting him in +1, I think. Maybe +2 even. Because, like, Mecha Koopa is very annoying for Little Mac to deal with. And Junior's edgeguarding is pretty good. Mac is volatile, but +1. Like DDD. I can see it. It's... If I ordered it, Little Mac would be here, Sheik would be here. Type B, right? Yeah. Kind of what I'm feeling. True, that is the Mac experience. Banjo! I think I fought like one Banjo as Junior. Grenade is annoying. 8 Grenade. Weird move. I don't know, I just want to put him in even. I don't feel like Banjo does anything crazy to Junior, and I don't think Junior does anything crazy to Banjo, and so I just want to say even. I don't really have any opinions on this matchup, truthfully. Rosalina and Luma. I did fight a Rosalina and Luma, I think. You can side B through Luma. And I think that makes it a +1 matchup. But I do not know enough about the matchup to really say. But I think you can zone break through Luma, and I think that matters a lot. So, +1. Also, big character, easy to combo. I'll leave it at that. Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is going to be... I don't know how I feel about Jigglypuff. Her edge guarding's good. You can kind of run around her, though. I don't think Jigglypuff's crazy good into Bowser Jr. Leaning more towards +1, I want to say. I just don't think Jigglypuff's a very good character in Ultimate, honestly. I'm thinking -1. What makes you say that, Professor Moron? +1, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Does Puff beat side B? Even for me? I don't know how Puff beats side B, truthfully. Like, she can dodge the projectiles, but if you're underneath Puff, you can... It's hard to get anything meaningful started on her. True. Don't disagree with that. I don't know. I'm gonna say +1. She edge guards you easy. Yeah, she could catch you. She could catch you off guard pretty easily. I know nothing about Junior. Hey, we all lots of characters in this game. I can't fault anybody for not knowing. Does pound beat the armor? If you hit their head, it does. Beating Bowser Jr. armor is all about whether or not you hit their head or not. The point you made about her edgeguarding you off stage is valid, and you are pretty easy to rest. So I think I'll put her in even. Piranha Plant. Where is Plant? I do love Plant. Plant is one of my personal favorite characters. That being said, against Junior, side B, neutral B is Patooey is very good against Junior. Cause like if you side B into a Patooey and try to start combo, you're gonna just drop that on the head and break the combo. You're not really gonna do much with side B. I've never seen Plant versus Junior in my life. I'm sure I played Plant versus Hypers back in the day. That would have been a year ago. No, 2 years ago. Because I played Plant for Genesis 2 years ago. And then I played Kirby for Genesis last year. I don't think I'm going to Genesis this year, unfortunately. I think we did. Interesting. Nair and Fair aren't really going to be doing much for you in this matchup, which kind of sucks. You can just not interact with Plant. You can, but you can't. Like, I think Patooey does a lot for Plant in this matchup. It's even for you. I'm leaning towards even. I don't want to say Plant beats Junior. But I don't think Junior beats Plant either. I'm leaning towards even. Sora? Sora can be really annoying. I hate fighting Sora. Sora is -1. Yeah, honestly, I fought enough Soras. They really do just... I remember fighting this one Sora on Elite Smash who would just ledge camp me the entire time. It was so obnoxious. You say -2. I'm gonna say -1. Because, like, they were obnoxious, but not enough for me to, like, say I couldn't beat them. I definitely could have beaten the Soras. He's good against Sonic, he's good against Junior. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like fighting. I don't like fighting Sora as Junior though. It's you just get comboed so hard. Have you seen Sora outcamp Sonic? It's the same concept. Yeah. What did I miss? Just a matchup chart. Like, you can see where the character is on the matchup chart. There you go. You can figure it out from there. And we're just using this to choose the next character. I don't like fighting Sora in general. It's so true. Ice Climbers. Be right back. Alright, see you later. I did not fight any Ice Climbers. I have no idea what to say about this matchup. Who wins? Hard to say. Mecha Koopa seems decent against them until the front climber shields it, and then it falls in front of them and doesn't do anything. You could side B one of the... You don't know either! I don't know what to do! Could be even? Could be losing? Could be winning? Who knows? I think down B beats Junior side B. Honestly, I'm gonna test it because I just have no idea. This test will reveal everything. Another matchup I've never seen. Junior is not that common of a character. It's a 2v1 losing for Junior. So does that mean Ices just beats everybody in the cast? Wow, good character. Except Pokemon Trainer, because that's a 3v1.
Training. Lemmy. Ice Climber.
I'll test their neutral B too. That's a good one. A lot of the matchups for Junior does come down to like how side B interacts with their stuff, though. All right. Oh, it stops you cold. You beat out neutral B though. Hidden by execution, actually, and also the fact that the Nana here is kind of stupid. What about side B? How does their side B interact? I imagine. Interesting. Wait, who wins that? That's like that's tied. Weird. I'm gonna lean towards -1 winning for Ice Climbers because I think Ice Climbers are a better character than Junior. Junior would have frame advantage, right? Maybe? I really don't know. Blizzwall, I think -1 too. Yeah, Blizzard beating side B is pretty significant. Rob! Oh, the robot we all love and hate. Where is he? I don't know. Rob's easy to combo. You can't deny that. Rob is very good at zoning Junior though. Side B on the top on the ground is going to be really tough for Junior to deal with. Can't deny that. Laser. Yo, Bowser Jr. is one of your mains? Love to hear it. What do you think of the matchup chart so far, Fred Derp? Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the stream. I'm thinking Rob probably just beats him by -1. Like, if Junior hits Rob, it's not going to be a fun time for Rob, but how is he going to get in? It sounds hard. On Cruise last Friday, Pure Salt, my team captain, asked if I wanted to go fight an ice climber before him. I just said, nah, I'm good. That's too good. That's funny. What are these portraits? They were made by Base Mumu on Twitter. Some Japanese person that makes really cute art. Should follow them. They do a good job. Rob is Rob. Rob will rob you, and I don't think that's controversial to say. Luigi. Luigi's an interesting one. Pure Salt is PRDK, one of the best in NA. I haven't heard of them, but good to know. We'll keep that in mind. Luigi is actually a character I didn't hate fighting as Junior. You make it very hard for Luigi to get that grab. And, like, I think that your mobility makes it just really obnoxious for the character. So, dare I say, +1 for Junior. I really did not hate fighting Luigi. Luigi could also rob you. Yeah, true. Like, Luigi's combo game cannot be slept on. You think it's even? I don't hate even as Luigi either. I definitely don't think it's a bad matchup for Junior though. -1 at best because of the frame 1 combo breaker. He's got that, but you can bait that out. Like, it's easier to bait out than you think. And, like, I don't know. I fought a couple of Luigis online, and I just never felt scared. It was always like, oh, you're looking for grab at 0? I'm just going to side B everywhere, and you can't hit me. And I'm going to throw out Mecha Koopas, and so you're going to have to deal with that. And I'm going to be really annoying, and you're going to try to run in and fair me. I'm going to throw out this big fair that beats yours. I don't know. I just really never struggled against Luigi. Granted, I never fought a good Luigi. So, who knows? Maybe if I fought a better Luigi, I would put it down to even. And, yeah, honestly, I don't hate even either. Does the grab combo work through Clown Cart multipliers? It should. Luigi can 100% 0 to death Junior. It's kind of easy to camp him. Yeah, that's the problem. Is like Junior can camp Luigi pretty hard, I think. But Luigi just hits so hard when he hits you that I do think that alone makes it even. I'll say even. Yeah, that's the main problem, is Junior is just combo food. Aegis. We'll rank them individually. There's very few sorties that I've actually ranked outside of even. And I'm feeling that might be the same case for Pyra and Mithra. Because the thing about sorties is they want to just space just outside of your range and to hit you with their long disjoints. But side B is fast enough that it beats their disjoints. You think it's buns? You think... Maybe, man. Aegis is a very good character. I have to give it up. I can't say this character's bad anymore. I do think Pyra especially just kind of like eats through side B. And I think Mithra's speed gives her a slight edge. Fine. I'll give it up. I was gonna try to gas up Junior, but you're probably right. Yeah. Yeah, character's okay. It's -2 in my opinion. I'm not gonna go that far. I think Junior has good tools to beat Pyra Mithra, but I don't not see it. I'm not really an optimist. Well, I'm trying to be an optimist for this matchup chart, and even then, like, look at this, like, Junior kind of loses a lot. Speaking of top tiers, everyone loses to Mithra low-key. Kind of, yeah. Snake puts out 1 grenade and you're kind of screwed. Honestly, is it that bad? Yeah, like, oh, Snake is so hard to deal with. This character is absurd. He hits hard, he lays traps. A grenade on the ground means you can't side B. A grenade on the ground means you can't Mecha Koopa. Like, yeah. Ugh, dude, this... I didn't fight any snakes, but I can just visualize this matchup being terrible. Snake's good. Meta Knight? Now, this is a character I did fight, actually. One of the rarer ones, but I did fight a Meta Knight. And it did not feel that bad. Meta Knight's combos versus me just didn't feel very consistent. It felt hard for him to line up the dash attack, especially if you're throwing out Mecha Koopas. And then your anti-airs do okay against his. His forward air comes out faster. It's fine, even in my opinion. I was leaning towards putting him in +1. He does edge guard you well. That is the thing. DK, we put DK in even. Zombie. I agree with Hyper, I'm thinking even. Yeah, I think a good Meta Knight could definitely edge guard you off stage. And that's where Meta Knight's going to get the edge and the advantage. But he's not going to combo you very easily, surprisingly. And I think that matters a lot. Duck Hunt. This quirky little guy. Well, I guess it's two guys. Just don't fight a lot of Duck Hunts, man. The Clay Pigeon beat Cart Dash? It does. It 100% does. Clay Pigeon's kind of a hard move to go for, though. You're just throwing it out in neutral, you can lose for that pretty easily. Your gunmen lose to Junior, I feel like. Projectiles, I think it's probably bad. If I had to give the edge to somebody, I think it would be Duck Hunt. Can is very good against Junior too. Frame 1. Yeah. I don't want to say Duck Hunt wins hard, but definitely I do agree with chat here. I think he does win. It's -1 for me. Yeah. Duck Hunt just has randomly good tools into Junior. Ugh, 25% of the way left. This is why I hated making these matchup charts. They take all day. Min winning doesn't sound right. Again, I do want to say, Zombie, that this is an optimistic matchup chart for Junior. I'm giving the edge towards Junior in a lot of these cases. And I don't entirely disagree with what you're saying here. But I do think that Junior zone breaks Min pretty well. And edge guards her off stage really well. And, and since Ram loses to side B, I think that's a big part of the matchup too. It's scary because Duck Hunt can die and can't kill. Oh, dude, Duck Hunt can't kill. It's so sad. What was I working on? Lucas? Can't wait to see Palu in -3. I already have her here. But if there is any character in this tier that deserves -3, it's like Joker and Palu. Those matchups suck. Hated that. Hated fighting that as Junior. Okay, Lucas. I fought a couple of Lucases. Not enough to really figure out the matchup, though. Where'd I put Ness? -1. I think Ness does a lot better than Lucas into the matchup, truthfully. Joker is much more doable than Palu. I've seen it happen. Yeah, just because it's doable, though, doesn't mean it's fun. Joker just out-frame datas you, and it's so annoying. Lucas is -1. PK Fire is pretty good. PK Fire stopping your sound cart is really good. Yeah. Alright. I don't hate that. No, more doable than Ness, but still wins against Junior. I agree with that. Down smash on ledge. Not as good as Ness down smash on ledge. Like, honestly, I might even move Ness to -2 for down smash. Nah. I'll keep my reasons the way they were. Toast, the local Joker, got top 100 NA on Lemmy rank. Nice. Like to see your region doing well. Down smash and PK Thunder is hell. True. Dario, I just played this character. my gut's saying even to start. Lucario has stuff for sure, but Junior can close out stocks relatively early, and like I have no idea with Lucario. Weird, he's just a weird character. It's really hard to judge anything about Lucario, honestly. Yeah, my gut's just saying even right now. So, and I just kind of want to keep him here. We got Toast, Pat, Skinny, Mute, and 2 people who I think have a shot at Looming Rake next time. Renegade and Sewer Person. Texas good. Texas is good. +1 at 0%, -1 at 100%. Wow. Sounds like an even matchup. Ryu, and we might as well do Ken while we're here. I bought a couple of these. Hadouken does stop. Side B. Ken does better than Ryu? Why do you say that? Because other people think Coconuts is better. Muy difícil? Sí. Yeah, free K-Flock, though, I just want to say, though, like, what an amazing run this past weekend. I think that might be Zelda's best tournament placing ever. He kills earlier. But Coconut's good. Coconuts is very good. I haven't played the matchup that much. I haven't either. I don't really think I fought very many Kens and Ryus. Was it even a regional? I didn't know for sure what it was ranked. Was it really just... It had to have been more than a regional. It had some good players there. It had Syrup and Ouch. Like, those are good players. I don't know. I don't know about the Chodos. I just want to say even. The kill off of different areas. Yeah, that feels right. Because, like, Ryu back air hits like a truck. Good Ryus have the up air trains. Ken's can have that too, but it's a little different. I don't know. I just want to say even. Renegade got 5th at a B tier on top of other results. Good to hear. Hero. Side B makes Heroes down B a little annoying to go for in this matchup. And Heroes frame data is low-key kind of slow. Let's go gambling. Cha-ching. Ah, dang it. I think that, honestly, yeah, I think that Junior can get in Heroes' face enough, and Heroes' frame data just isn't good enough to contest Junior. And if he doesn't have bounce, then Mecha Koopa's really annoying. Yeah, exactly. You can stop Hero from playing his game. I don't hate that that's a +1. I kind of agree with you, Raphael. Junior has a lot of good tools into beating Hero. Sephiroth. Now, I did not fight any Sephiroths while I was playing Junior. But from what Hypers has said, he does not like Sephiroth. Doesn't he lose all air-to-airs? No, Hero's frame data is not good enough to stop the air-to-airs. Mid. I don't think Sephiroth's a good character. I think Sephiroth is a mid-tier through and through. It's downright awful. I haven't fought any Sephiroths. So I can't say for sure. But I mean, Scintilla seems really good. Back air outranges anything he does. Seph bad. He is bad, but I can see him winning this matchup. If I had a really good one every week. I'm gonna defer to you. I'm gonna put him in -1. Mid equals not bad. That's true. There's a lot of mid characters in Ultimate that could absolutely ruin your day. I think it's probably -1 or -2. I don't know for sure. Seph ain't a mid tier, and I can't be convinced otherwise. Do you think Seph is low tier? I kind of don't disagree with that. Shakes my head. I'll put him in -1. Like, I just don't have the personal matchup experience to say for sure. Seph has a low tier. We'll see when I get to my Sephiroth video, because I have some opinions on Sephiroth that I want to test out for myself. I had similar opinions about Pyra and Mithra, and I came away from it feeling like these characters were broken and deserved to be like top 5 in the game. My opinions on Sephiroth are very low to start, but I don't think it's going to improve as much as I did with Pyra and Mithra. King K. Rool. My gut's saying even. They're not top 5, but thinks they're 6th. I don't hate 6th. Like, they're 100% top 10. Remember when everyone thought Sephiroth was top tier? I never thought Sephiroth was a top tier. Day 1, you can find tweets of me saying I don't think Sephiroth is good. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Ninja Hayden. Hope you have a good night. K. Rool is +1. I don't know, man. I kind of don't like fighting King K. Rool as Junior, because he's got a lot of good tools to cover that like horizontal range. And belly armor was really annoying to deal with. Like, if I could get a combo started on K. Rool, it felt good. But even then, like, belly armor made it hard for me to like get good advantage state. So your top 5 is Joker, Steve, Sonic, Rob, and Game & Watch. You put Joker above Steve? Sonic, Rob, and Game & Watch. I disagree with you there. I think Joker is a good character, but I do not put him into my top 5. For belly armor and crown, he can keep you out pretty well. Yeah, even. Yeah, no, my gut says even for K. Rool. I think even feels right to me. Boring matchup. I'm saying 5 characters I think are better. Okay. I don't hate you for saying Joker better than Aegis, but I think Joker is worse than every other character you said in your top 5, and I think Snake is better than Joker, truthfully. I put Joker below Aegis. That was ridiculous, but not top 5. Honestly, I kind of agree with that too. Inkling. That's another interesting one. I don't think I fought very many Inklings, so I don't really have good thoughts on the matchup. Based off of my experience of fighting other characters with frame data that's better than yours, I'm leaning towards -1. Any person who doesn't have Rob top 5 is trolling. He does have the results. Like, you can't deny the results that Rob has. Yeah, -1 is a gut. That's kind of what my gut's saying too. Inkling is annoying for Junior, but not impossible. So, yeah. Yeah, Inkling's annoying. Too many different Rob players have won majors. You're right. Like, Rob's good. Rob is just a good character. He's got every tool you want in a character. I don't know. I don't know what my top 5 looks like these days. Cloud. Cloud's not part of my top 5, I can tell you that much. Versus Junior specifically, though, I'm gonna say even, actually. I think Junior does really well into a lot of sorties. -2 and mid. People are saying so many things. Rob definitely number 6, though. Yeah, I don't know who my top 5 is right now. I might do a tier list when Genesis comes out. I like to do a tier list every year. Cloud is -1 in theory. For me, he is -2. I don't know, man. I think you can edgeguard Cloud really well. I fought a couple of Clouds in bracket as well, and like, I feel like Junior does pretty solidly into sortie archetypes. I really don't feel like Blade Beam does beat Side B, I think. Yeah, but like, Clouds aren't going for Blade Beam in neutral a lot of the time. Every character can edgeguard Cloud, though. Yeah, but Junior's edgeguarding's pretty solid. You gotta give it up. Being able to double jump fair somebody and then side B back to stage is very good. I think it's an even matchup for Junior. I'm just gonna put optimistic matchup chart for Junior. I fought a couple of Clouds in bracket. I did not feel like it was a bad matchup. I felt like I lost because I was stupid. But otherwise, like, I feel like Junior does pretty well in the Cloud. Not good enough to say it's +1. Like, if I had to put Cloud on either side of like +1 or -1, I'd put him on -1. But I'm confident enough to say that it's a even matchup for Junior. Against sorties in general, I really don't hate playing Junior. Snake not top 5? I mean, he does have some weird matchups. If I was ranking my top 5, it'd be Steve, Sonic, Joker, Game & Watch, Rob. I'd put Game & Watch and Rob above Joker. I'd also put Aegis above Joker, personally. But Steve, Sonic, Game & Watch, Rob, Snake, maybe? I don't know. Snake has some weird matchups. Snake wins a lot of matchups, but he also hard loses some. Cloud can wall you out pretty consistently. Yeah, but you just don't play at Cloud's range. You don't play Cloud's game and he loses. That's my feeling. Okay, Pichu. Pikachu is totally top 5, I just forget about him. Nobody's really proving that Pika's top 5. Shiny Mark's good, but I don't think Shiny Mark is proving that Pikachu is top 5 good. Until you've been footstool gun out a shield across the stage, you won't understand why. Fair enough. No, I think Joker's a messed up character. I think he's definitely top 10. But Joker's inconsistent. Where'd I put Pikachu? -1. I'm inclined to put Pichu next to Pikachu. They're pretty similar. Joker got too many bad matchups to be top 5. That's how I feel about Snake. Snake's got too many bad matchups to be top 5 either. Still a very good character, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna think too hard about Pichu. I didn't fight any Pichus. Fox. Alright, we're back to the Spacies. Pretty sure I put Falco in even, Wolf in -1. Fox is -2. Good frame data does beat Junior. That is what I've learned. Yeah. Fox just kind of doesn't let you breathe. Wolf is a little bit slower paced, which Junior likes fighting, but I do think Fox can just kind of like stuff you out. That's really annoying. Sonic, Steve, Pika, Diddy. Honestly, Diddy Kong top 5 is kind of based. I would not put Diddy Kong in my top 5, but I can't fault people for putting Diddy Kong in the top 5. The best Fox of Latin America, he beats Junior hard. I can see it. Fox just kind of like, just pushes buttons and you lose. I don't even think he's top 10. And at the same time, I don't even disagree with you saying that, Zombie. Like, Diddy Kong's weird. If you are playing at your best level 100% of the time, Diddy Kong is a top 5 character. Easily. But if you make any mistakes with Diddy Kong, he stops being top 5. So that's what makes it hard for me. That's what makes it hard. And Man has way too many bad matchups against mid to low tiers. That too. That's fair. Yeah, no. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not putting Diddy Kong in my top 5. But I do think Diddy Kong, when played at a task level, is a top 5 character, if that makes sense. Duck Hunt is a bad character. So true. Oh, I love Duck Hunt, but he does not feel good. The Doc. I did fight a decent amount of Docs. Pilla's annoying. You can work around it pretty well. He's pretty easy edge guard. I just want to say even. I don't think Dr. Mario is a good enough matchup for Junior to say +1. But I do think that he's annoying enough that you can't say that Junior wins either. Arguing top 10 is hard. We be doing top 20. Low-key Peach top 5. That's my hot take. But Peach hard, so like Task Peach, top 5. Wario? I don't think I fought any Warios. The argument for a character's counterpick, either matchup is too bad or people just suck. Also true. I agree with that, Zombie. Peach is overrated? Dude, you haven't fought a good Peach. I hate to break it to you, you haven't fought a good Peach. Duck Hunt wins the weirdest matchup. Still don't understand why he wins against Samus so easily. Neutral B and Can and Clay Pigeon do your job. And Gunman too. Like, you put things in between you and Samus, and that's why you win the matchup. My character beats her -2, or +2 though. Game & Watch beating Peach is... I don't even think it's +2. I think it's +1. I don't think it's +2. Mute goes to my locals like every week. You haven't seen shit. Yeah, no. Good Peach will make you reconsider your life. Dude, I just want to play Daisy again. Screw Character Crisis, we're going back. Who are we on? Wario? Dude, I don't know what to say about Wario. I have played him before, so I guess I'll think about the matchup a little bit. I just want to say even. I think Wario does fine into Junior, and Junior does fine into Wario. I don't think any character has advantage here. I can't say. They're both good characters. Mute is like the best player at last hit situation. Yeah, and something I'll say about Mute as well, his ability to like tilt his shield to block people. He will play with a Skittle shield and not be afraid of it breaking, and no other player plays like Mute with a Skittle shield. And I think that's a very good skill. That's like saying I haven't lost to a Game & Watch in bracket. That obviously means DK Game & Watch isn't that bad. Yeah, no, like, bad Peach is bad, because Peach is hard. But good Peach is broken. Good Peach is a top 10 character. Broken Peach is a top 5 character, but people don't want to talk about that yet. Mute is like Spargo in the sense that he is the only player that plays this character the max. I disagree with that, Raphael, because Umeki exists, and Umeki also makes Peach look very broken. And Ling is a very good player, too. Like, there's a lot of good Peach mains. Yeah, exactly. I would not say that it's just Umeki, or it's just Mutace. Like, there's a lot of good Peach mains out there. Steve! Balls are very annoying, man. Back air very annoying. Mecha Koopa does shit in this matchup. Screw you, Steve. Steve is good. Peach is good, but I think she's overrated. I think she's underrated. I think she's an amazing character. Low-key -1. Explain, Hypers. Explain how it's a -1. Because I don't know, man. Alright, PT. Guess we gotta get all the Pokemon out of the way. Squirtle's gotta be really bad for Junior, I think. Character just pushes too many buttons. Ivy, low-key even. I really don't hate fighting Ivy as Junior. Again, it's that sortie mentality. I think Junior does really well into sorties. Charizard, I think, is kind of bad into Junior. Might even be +2 bad. He's able to punish Minecart kind of easily. That's true. Side B after Minecart is not bad. Squirtle carries the matchup. Yeah, I've never actually, in my entire time playing, like making matchup charts, I've never put a character for Pokemon Trainer in -2, even, and +2. I normally do it like 1, 2, 3. So to have them in 3 different tiers is very funny to me. PT definitely -1. Just because of how good Squirtle is in the matchup, I do think that overall the character should be -1. But you're right, Raphael. Squirtle carries this matchup. But I played against PT more than any other character with Junior. Do you feel like the way I've put the different Pokemon makes sense? Samsora or even Sora J. True. There's a lot of Peach mains, but I don't think we need to keep belaboring that point. Alright, we're down to the last few. Oh, my throat is starting to hurt. You cannot kill with Squirtle. It's a skill issue in my opinion. But when I get to PT, I'm gonna do a day of just Squirtle. I got ads right when you talk. Nice. Hypers, I want to hear what you think of me putting Squirtle in -2, Ivy in even, and Charizard in +2. Zelda... Phantom, I feel like isn't going to be that big of a concern in the matchup. Fair, I feel like is going to Sour Spot against you more often than it will Sweet Spot, unless she's getting like a combo. Her neutral B is solid, but you can bait that. Zelda is a bad and fake zoner. Yeah. I'm gonna put Zelda in +1. Zelda matchup kinda sucks? Why? I'd say even. Why do you say even for Zelda? Ridley. He big. He get comboed. Ridley edge guards you? I don't know, man. Going off vibes? Vibes for me says Zelda's +1. Why do you say Ridley's -1, Raphael? Yeah, no, I agree. I think Ridley's one of the best edge guarders in the game. I don't disagree with that. Also, dude, I love the face on Ridley so much. Like, oh man, I can't zoom over. You see that little smiley face? I love that smiley face. I'm bad at recovering, so that's a bias for me. I think Junior has a lot of mix in his recovery. But I do think that Ridley is also very good at edge guarding. So it goes both ways. I'm gonna say +1 for Junior, just because if Ridley whiffs in front of you, Junior can punish him pretty bad. But yeah. Drawings are so good. I'll say it again. Follow them on Twitter, they're great. Junior beats Ridley. I think Junior hits harder than Ridley. It's not bad recovering against him. Like I said, I think Junior has enough mix in his recovery that he can make it confusing for Ridley. Do you share your fun fact? I was wondering when you'd get Shulk. You can shield Minato through up air combos, which is really bad for Junior. His range is pretty good. His frame rate is so bad though. I think I'm just gonna put Shulk in -1. I don't think Shulk is -2 for Junior. But I do think being able to like shield Minato through combos is pretty important for the matchup. Sign is the highest ranked player that hasn't top 8'd a major, despite getting 9th at multiple premieres and super majors, and hasn't even got top 8 at a B+, ending up as 41st best player in the world. Who does Sign play? Are they Ice Climbers, babe? I didn't find that fact very fun. Yeah, poor Sign. When are they gonna get their top 8? Ices? I was right. Okay. That's interesting. With huge wins, multiple top 10 wins. Yeah, no, I'm friends with Apple Reviewer. And, dude, he has like a first place at a C tier. But I don't even think that's enough to get him top 150 this season, unfortunately. Crazy world we live in. Sonic the Hedgehog. Apple Reviewer is from Jersey, but he lived in Utah for a little while, for a year about. And he lived within like 10 minutes of me, so I hung out with him a fair amount. But yeah. So we've been saying a lot all stream how like Sonic and Junior are very similar characters. And so Mecha Koopa probably messes up with Sonic a lot. I never fought any Sonic, so I can't say for sure. In popular opinion, Junior wins against Sonic. I can't say I hate that opinion. I don't know. I didn't fight any Sonics, so it's really hard for me to say whether or not Junior wins this matchup. It's definitely -1. Mecha Koopa beats Spin Dash. That alone makes the matchup really decent for Junior. Sonic is better at camping, and the thing about Junior is Junior really sucks when people commit to camping you. That's the problem I experienced with Junior. Like, if people really want to camp you out, there's very little Junior can do. So, I'm kind of with Hypers here. I think it's a -1. I don't think it's the worst matchup. Like, Mecha Koopa interrupting Spin Dash is very important, but not good enough to save the matchup. I think Sign could win a major. Yeah, I mean, you give him a good bracket path, he absolutely could. Friend of mine mains him. Yeah. Two characters left. Kazuya, Korin. Who we getting? Kazuya first. People aren't gonna like me for this, but I think it's even. Like, I thought of Kazuya in bracket. And... yeah, no, like, Junior can run around Kazuya really easily. You make it really hard for Kazuya to land his main hits. And I'm pretty sure you can armor through Electric Wind God Fist. At the very least, you trade. And trading with Electric Wind God Fist is good enough. Yeah, no, other people are saying it's even. Yeah, 100%. No, like, you run around Kazuya, you make his life hard, and then, like, you got enough stuff to hit him from afar. Kazuya's overrated? He is! Kazuya is overrated, honestly. I agree with that. Korin, more like boring! I had some fun with Korin, but they were definitely not enough for me to consider maining long term. I can't lie. I like Korin, but not that much. And then, yeah, let's just put Korin. There they are. I was able to do kind of well against Skeleton. I might even put him in +1. I think Junior does surprisingly well into Kazuya. Yeah, honestly, I really think this matchup is not that bad for Junior. Kazuya ain't top 10, and anyone who has him in top 10 has been Japan-pilled. Japan-pilled? I think NA was glazing Kazuya more than Japan. I don't know about that. It's like in between, man. I'll put him in even. I'll settle for even. Kazuya's top 15. He is top 15. But I don't think he's top 10. Japan had him at number 2? That's crazy. Okay. Japan's smoking. Kazuya's not that good. Kazuya's solid. He's a good character. But, like, he's not top 10. Alright. Korin. I'm gonna be lazy and just say even, in large part because I think... Look where I put all the other sword fighter characters. Like, Junior does well against swordies. Changed my mind. Well, he does even into swordies. Remember when that French Steve player said DDD was top 5? He had to have been trolling. -1 in my opinion. I mean, I don't hate -1 for Korin. Fair is very good against... fine. I'll defer to the juniors in the chat. Kazuya has some matchups where all the Kazu players have given up on the Sonic matchup for someone to be a top 10 character that should be able to do every matchup. I don't disagree with Zombie there. But yeah, with that, we have the junior matchup chart finished. Woo! But now comes the part everybody's been waiting for. What are the juniors I think are the best? See, even Pumpkin decided to show up for figuring out which Koopaling is my favorite. So, we're gonna start with my least favorite, which is unfair to them, because truthfully, 3 hours already, dude, it's actually such an ordeal to make a matchup chart in Ultimate. There's so many damn characters. I'm really hoping next Smash game has less characters. On one hand, I want them to break 100 characters. On the other hand, making this many matchup charts has made me realize I don't want to have more characters. 3 hours just to talk about the game, not even play the game. Like, I'm not even gonna play Elite Smash right now because my voice feels shot from how much I've been talking. Ugh. Alright, right side means I don't like them as much as left side. Left side means I love them. And I think Larry's gotta be my bottom tier, man. Larry's okay. I love all the Koopalings, but Larry is only okay. I don't think he has the sauce that the other Koopalings have. This is gonna be controversial. Bowser Jr. My second least favorite. I mean, he's a scrungly little guy. I love Bowser Jr., but the other Koopalings have so much more character, man. I gotta give it up to the other Koopalings. Wendy's next. We love a girl who gaslights, gatekeeps, and girl bosses, but at the end of the day, like, I do love a lot of the other characters more. Up next, Iggy. Iggy's good. I love Iggy a lot, but again, like, the last four just all have that pizzazz that I love about them. We're gonna put Ludwig next. Ludwig is a good character. Love Ludwig. He's just got so much flair, so much. He's just a magnet for the camera, and I love him for that. But between these last three, I think Morton is my third. Morton's awesome. Like, Morton grew on me a lot because I had a good tournament run with him. If I did not have a good tournament run with Morton, he'd probably be below Iggy. But I have that personal love for Morton now because I got 16th or 17th at a tournament with him. So, like, shout outs to Morton. But between Roy and Lemmy, I love Lemmy. I've always loved Lemmy. He's my favorite. He's such a goofy little goober, and that's what makes me fall in love with Lemmy. He's the goat. He's my favorite Koopaling. But yeah, that's how I'd rank the Koopalings at the end of the day. You respect that top four? Thank you. It's just the correct opinion. Don't know what else to say. Sorry to any Bowser Jr. fans in the chat, especially Hypers. He's just not my favorite. I don't know. Bowser Jr. never stood out to me. But Lemmy, though? Lemmy has that sauce. Lemmy has all that character. He has all that pizzazz. Love me some Lemmy. Even though I didn't get to play him at all today because I've been talking for 3 hours, gotta give it up to Lemmy. Day 7 Lemmy. Lemmy's my guy. Morton should be higher, but this is acceptable. Hey, I put him in top 3. Like, that's good enough. Lemmy is Coney's favorite too. Coney has good taste. Can't deny that. Alright. But yeah. My voice is very tired, chat. If I keep on talking, I feel like I'm gonna lose it. But tune in tomorrow, since I'm going to be entering Coinbox as Ludwig. So we're going to be entering one more tournament as Ludwig, and it's Coinbox, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm looking forward to it. Last tournament of the year, last tournament as Ludwig, and we'll also be running the poll tomorrow, which, if we take a look, We're gonna end the poll now. It's got 31 votes over the time. Greninja's looking like he might have a good chance at winning tomorrow. So, that's the case. Sick off to watch Salt, I suppose. Tired Toad Sage, I might join you. Salt is very fun to watch. If you play Greninja, then watch Apparition. I will have to check them out. I might even be in a Discord with them. There's a chance. But yeah, you just watch the Apparition guides and you're done. Sounds good. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. Making a matchup chart just drains you. I don't even want to play Elite Smash. It's not worth it. So, thank you all for coming to today's stream. I hope you guys had a great time. And I will catch you all tomorrow for a Tuesday tournament. Tuesday Tasty, yes. Okay, have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.